Now that I don't necessarily need to watch tarot, I do it more so for entertainment purposes for myself. Um, just to see what's going on, to tap into the energy and stuff. But it's like so crazy because I was just scrolling through my YouTube and stuff, and I remember seeing like so many people talking about like monetization and different things happening with their YouTubes and how, they were being shadow banned and stuff like that. And I'm like, on the outside looking in, you know, I've seen all of these complaints and I'm like, how are y'all shadow? Like, I'm trying to understand how are you shadow banned when you're getting airtime, you're posting videos, you're doing everything in your power to get your messages out, and you are. Shadow banning is when you get your messages out. Let's make this clear. You get shadow banned when you put messages out, okay? And your messages get blocked. Meaning, you know that you're putting messages out. You know that your messages should be hitting certain targets. You should be receiving certain numbers, right? But you're not receiving those numbers because on the other end of the spectrum, meaning the people who are running these platforms are putting a block on you so that other people cannot see you. Now, here's the thing. How do you know other people aren't viewing you? Well, because you're not getting the views. It's very simple. You can't be being shadow banned with 12,000 views in 10 minutes. That's not shadow banning. Shadow banning is, like me, these messages that I post about the justice. You notice how when I talk about twins, when I talk about love, when I talk about spirit, right? Those messages get like however many views they get. But the other messages that I do about the real life stuff that's going on, those get like 5 views, 6 views. It's because they're only wanting so many people to get a certain message. That's shadow banning. I want to make that clear. People who are shadow banned are people that have actual messages that people in positions of power don't want getting out. You're not shadow banned because someone doesn't like you. That's not how shadow banning goes. It's deeper than that. Also, Spirit told me to come on here and talk because I'm seeing a lot of these readers as well who, it's kind of like, where are you going? We're trying to do away with the conflict and the confusion. And we got readers talking about a million different things. And so Spirit is saying we need readers to stay consistent on their topics. Now, we have some people that are here to, talk about politics. We have some people that are here to talk about, healing. We have some people that are here to talk about, ancestral curses. We have some people that are here to be healers. We have some people that are here to be inventors. Everyone is not here to do the same thing. We don't all have a platform to talk about the same thing. That was never how it was supposed to be. That happened because everybody wants to do what everyone else is doing, and no one is focused on their purpose. And when I have to come on here and be the builder that I am, I have to allow people to understand how we can build. We're no longer building on confusion. And so when I see titles like Divine Masculine is blah, 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 as a true twin, this is where conflict and confusion comes, and I can see it. A reader who is not in a union, who does not have a twin flame, does not understand the effect of what they're putting out into the universe when they give these messages that they feel they just want to give to be relevant. People want to talk about twins to be relevant. There's more to spirituality than twins. I get that. But do you guys get that? There is a certain stature, there is a certain level of spirituality, there's levels to this that people have to go through. And so it's just like when you guys don't want your business out there, right? You don't want other readers talking about what you got going on. But here you guys are posting twin messages and you're not a twin. You're not in union. Y'all bash your divine masculines. These readers that are putting out these messages, that's not where we're going. If you're a twin, then we know that we're talking about reunifying here. We're not talking about separation and divine masculine is messing with karmics and that's not his baby. And this is like, who's talking like that? Who cares? And at the end of the day, that's not a divine masculine. Look at the rest of your messages. Look at all of your videos. You will know if you are talking to karmics or divine beings by the messages you're pushing out. And if you are talking to karmics and entertaining karmics in every video that you post, you don't have any grounds to talk to a twin flame who is in a twin flame union to try to guide them to something more. And this really bothers me because the twin flame journey is not a twin ray journey. It's not a soulmate journey. It's not a The twin flame journey is the twin flame journey, and it's the highest level of spiritual connection that you will ever form with another person. And this is why it bothers me when people want to down talk the twin flame journey, or people want to give twin flame messages and you don't know what you're talking about. No one cares about these divine beings' personal lives, but karmics. A true twin flame reader, a true twin flame coach, a true twin flame life coach is on here giving upbeat, positive messages of truth and clarity to the twins to move them forward in this 3D reality that has tried to block them. And if you're a reader that is talking to a collective of people and you're out here throwing shade on a divine masculine or a divine feminine, what you are internally doing is throwing shade on the journeys of all of the divine masculines and divine feminines that have been fighting these battles that have come to this point. Because I can sit here and look at these readers who post these messages about divine masculines, about divine feminines, and y'all don't know what you're talking about. So you give so much room for so much confusion because then you have a divine feminine over here who's watching your reading thinking that her divine masculine is out here being disgusting. And you're giving these divine masculines messages about these divine feminines moving on and closing cycles and doing all this stuff. And these people are trying to heal to come together. And you guys are trying to make it seem like they're trying to separate. And this is why I gotta talk, because I'm a divine feminine. I know I'm not the only, but I have a divine masculine, as y'all all know. And ain't none of the stuff that these readers talking about happening. None of them. These divine masculines that I pick up on, that's why I said when people try to behind the scenes sneak attack or compete with me, I see it in your messages. Because I'm talking about all the readers. Y'all be talking about rappers, y'all be talking about actors, y'all be talking about this person, that person, then you want to throw twins in the mix. That's too much confusion. That's way too much confusion because none of that stuff is going on. And if a true being is watching these messages, I don't know why we don't have more readers talking about this. Because this is so messed up, and this is why there's so much conflict on the twin flame journey. Because we have people that literally aren't even they don't have the spiritual authority. They may think because they know some information, okay, that they are at liberty, I should say, to talk about these journeys, but they're not. And this is why I feel like subliminally, these readers know what they're doing. You see, they know what they're doing because twins are not like everyone else. This is just point blank period. You look up, you hear the whistle, right? This is the ancestors. Twins are not like everyone else. Soulmates are not twins. Twin rays are not twins. Karmic flames, not a thing. Karmic flame is a false twin, not a real thing. Sorry. There's no such thing as a false twin. There's no such thing as a karmic twin. That's not a twin. The definition of the twins is divine counterparts. So how can we go from divine counterparts to karmic flames? It's confusion and it's wrong. So I feel like I gotta tap into the twin space and see what's going on and clear out some energy. So I'm gonna come on later and do a twin flame live to see what's really in the energy, what you guys really need to know, because you guys are really on this journey and this path. And as I was called to blaze this trail and show you guys through lived experience what it actually is, we're going to talk tonight. Because that's truly not what's going on. That's always going to upset my spirit when I see these readers that are in these positions of you know, so-called whatever power to give these messages, and they use that power to dramatize the situation. Like, I don't know. It needs to be talked about. It needs to be talked about. You can't be responsible for everything. It's like, you can't hog everything. Like, you know what I mean? Like, here's the thing. There are readers out here that want to be in everything. They think that they're called to be this and that and this and that and this. We have a life purpose, one life purpose that has many missions. But what is your purpose? This is the point. The point is, what is your purpose? What were you called to do? What was your lane to be in? Because for me, I was told, and this is why I go by it, that my lane was the twins. The Most High told me, you are a twin. The twins is your lane. Nothing moves until you speak, and I know this. So this is why when I stop talking about the twins, I want you guys to see the other messages. I want you guys to really understand what I'm saying about energy. I don't care how many likes a reader has, how many subbies a reader has. It doesn't mean they're giving accurate information. It doesn't. People pay for subbies. People pay for followers. You know that, right? I got 136 subbies. And I know every 136 subbies must rock with me for the real reasons. I'm not for everyone, but I'm going to give it to you straight. And I'm never going to lead an individual that the Most High has sent to me to guide in the wrong direction. This is not the journey of karmics. This is not the journey of craziness. This is not the journey of confusion. The devil is the author of confusion. The Most High is the author of clarity. So you guys really need to watch out for these readers that you're listening to. You really, really do. I speak so passionately about this because when I was going through this and I had no one to rely on, to depend on, to ask questions, I was listening to all these readers and it had me in a mental fog, a haze, a daze, confused. Because I'm thinking that these people have these positions to give these messages, so they must know what they're talking about, until you have to ascend above the readers, and I know a lot of you have been watching. You've ascended above them. And so now, you're not better than anyone, but you have spiritually ascended, your gifts are heightened, and so now you can see the projection that is being put into these messages. It's very simple. And so now these people want to secretly compete with you. Exactly, it's all ego. Because these people are money-driven, ego-driven, 3D-driven. That's what it is. My thing was coming into spirituality. Everything that I talk to you guys about, everything that I say to you, I talk about spirit guides, angels, ancestors, because people think that's crazy. People think, nah, she's talking to herself. She ain't. But spirit will prove to you that I ain't talking to myself. When I talk about spirit guides, angels, and ancestors, that's because this is what the journey is about. How can you say that you believe in spirit, but don't believe in angels and spirit guides and the Most High? How do you believe in a spiritual journey? Who is your spirit trying to connect to? It's very, I was told I was going to have to let go of my 3D reality. Meaning, yes, we all want money. We all want money. We want money for our services. Yes, we want money for our energy. Yes, time is money. Yes, we know this. But this is also a 3D way of thinking. Because when you are called to ascend and rise above the 3D, then you realize that money is, again, energy. And the more energy you put into what you love, the more money you receive. And the money that you receive on your spiritual journey is given to you because you did the work. So, here's my thing. I post messages and I talk about, donations and stuff because, hey, I'm a human being. I'm a person. I got bills. I got kids. But at the end of the day, I know that my needs are always going to be met by the universe, because the divine told me 3 years ago, start your platform. Start your platform. You're not going to make any money at first. Start your platform. Get out there, get seen, get your message heard. Wake up people. Open up the eyes of the blind. And with that gift that I was given to give to y'all, I know the blessings have to come tenfold. I don't know when, but again, I was guided to leave behind the way I thought about money, because health is wealth, right? I had some unhealthy attachments to money. And coming into spirituality, being whole and pure, you cannot bring that baggage. The spiritual journey takes you out of thinking about money and puts you in a space of following your guidance, improving your internal health, so that the wealth will pour out that is already within you. So for you readers out here that are pushing these messages just to get some money, here's the thing. That's about to end too. Because Spirit Guide says, no, you're not using your platform correctly. You're not waking up the people. You're not breaking curses. You're not healing people. You're not giving the messages. You're letting your ego run the show. And this is not why you were given the platform to use your gifts. Your gifts were not meant to be used to harm another. Your gifts were not meant to be used 22/4. It's 4:22 on the time. Thank you, Spirit. I know I'm a master builder, a master teacher. And this is why people don't understand another reason why I gotta come on here and teach and school these readers. You see what I'm saying? The master teacher is just that. Now, it is what it is. This is how I feel about it, because it's too heavy. There's too many people wanting to do the same thing. It's like the readers be saying, move around. Pick a lane and stay in it. Do your videos and focus on your tribe. We all got different tribes. We all got different soul families. We all got them all. They're all different. They're all different. The people that are meant to resonate with you will resonate with you. Stop trying to resonate with people. Stop trying to be relevant with other readers. This is the thing. These readers just want to remain relevant. And the only way to remain relevant for a lot of these readers is to talk about nonsense. Because as we ascend, the karmic veil has to go away, because we ain't thinking about that no more. We're not thinking about the karmics and what they're doing and what they're throwing and why they care, why they want us unhappy, why they want us in jail, why they want us dead. We're not thinking about that. We don't care. But every single time the chosen beings start to ascend, this is another reason why a lot of people, I'm chosen, I'm chosen, I'm chosen, I'm chosen. Well, your messages don't say chosen. Your messages say spiritual bully. Spirit told all of us to pick a side. Are we going to do this for the right reasons? Or are we going to keep doing this because money is the root of all evil? Why are we doing what we're doing? We're supposed to be catalysts, as Empress Bella says, of change. We're supposed to be building. We're supposed to be out of a cycle. We're supposed to be receiving the blessings of the universe for our hard work. But every time we gotta look, we gotta hear about a karmic from last year. We gotta hear about some rituals from 2 months ago. Who cares? It's negativity. It's time to uplift this collective. It's really time to shift the narrative. Twins, I'm gonna continue to give these messages to you guys. I'm gonna just be called to focus on the twins. That's it. There's a lot of twin people out here. I'm not saying nothing bad about the twins, but you have to respect that there are levels. And you have to respect, while you may not like it, that there are chosen individuals who are in a higher authority spiritually than you might be. And that's okay. Respect everybody for who they are and what they are bringing to the spiritual table. Because this is what it's all about, building a new spiritual collective, a new spiritual community, diverse. open, a safe space. When we came into this shit was crazy. Look at us now. Look at us individually now, where we are. And look and think about where we could go if we allow the past to truly be left alone. Nobody want to keep hearing about the same stuff. I thought my last message was clarity enough about that. Nobody wants to keep hearing about the same stuff. Let's talk about growth. Let's talk about elevation. Let's change the topics of our messages from karmic this and da-da-da-da-da that. Let's change the way we talk to people. Let's realize that a karmic thing is a test. It's something for us to overcome. Let us not think that something karmic is something that's meant to hurt us, harm us, kill us, follow us, stalk us, gain stuff. No, that's not what karmic is. People have karmic energy because they are a karmic to us in this lifetime because we have something to learn from them and them from us. How come we don't say that? Karmics are karmics just like we were karmics before we found out that we were chosen. But who helped us? Other chosen. Other chosen helped us step out of our karmic energy into our divinity. So as divine readers, we must understand that we must do the same for those same people that Spirit is calling to come to us for a test or a lesson. We give them that same love that we had once wanted from the divine. That's why we're here. We're here to be the living embodiment of Christ, right? Of oneness, of source, of light, of love. I'm so tired of these karmic this, karmic that, this and that. Like, get over it. You were a karmic one time too. And some of y'all readers, you're still karmic. And you need to deal with that because you think you're not. Pretty much. We all got different things to do. How can we all be on the same path if we all got different things to do? This is why it's so hard for me, because I'm trying to do one thing, but everybody else is trying to do the same thing. It's like, no, let me do this because this is mine. You focus on this because that was given to you. You focus on this because that was given to you. And don't you think collectively, globally, worldwide, if everyone focused on them, we could make bigger changes? Don't you think there'd be more people in positions of power if more people in positions in power use their power correctly? It's common sense. We are not all here to do the same thing. And spiritualists out there, you will learn that those readers that you came in watching, that, oh yeah, supported you, they about to drop you. Why? Because you have learned, you have grown, and you have ascended beyond what they can teach you now. Do you understand? It's nothing against you. It's in you, not on you. Remember that. For y'all readers that get up on here, looking crazy, hair a mess, I see your background, house a mess, I'm not throwing no shade. I love you. For those readers on here that are real, that are honest, and that are truthful, and give those messages that sometimes might make you cry, but you feel it in your soul, I love you. We're not called to appeal to the senses of people. We're called to awaken people to their divinity. And sometimes those growing pains, they hurt. Sometimes truth is hard to hear. God gives us pain every day, but does he not also take it away every night? Is there not a brighter day the next day? This is what I want you guys to understand. We got a purpose for a reason. If anybody needs to know what theirs is, I do life purpose readings. If y'all been having some dreams, I do dream interpretation messages. Now is the time where you guys really need to know, because Spirit is coming in and showing the chosen all that is unchosen. So it would behoove, as I said before, a lot of these readers to take a step back, internalize what they're putting out, and ask themselves, would I want to receive this message if I was already confused? Because that is the point of getting a reading. It's to get clarity. So if you as a reader listen to your message and say, okay, forget it's you, Go listen to your message. Go listen to your live. Go listen to your videos. Act like you don't know what's going on. Act like you're confused. Listening to your message, your own, be honest with yourself. Can you, if you didn't know what you know, understand what you were talking about in your message if you didn't know what you were speaking on? No. You be thinking about this person being in the closet, this person being this person being that. Who cares? Who cares? You guys need to think about it like that when you're posting these videos for the world to see. Because another thing too is a lot of people want these positions in politics and different things, and they want to be seen, so they'll do whatever to get their face out there and make a name for themselves, talk about whoever, you know, do the craziest, I heard egregious, whatever that word means, the most egregious things, predict the worst in the world. You know, they just put out just to be out there, just to be seen, just to be heard, just to be felt, their ego stroked as the best, the realest, the only, right? Now, here's the thing. While you're doing all that, I'm sitting back here and I'm looking as a reader, as an empath, like, damn, they do anything for clout, huh? And it's sad because those same people that you're trying to push your message off to get them to see you are the same people that are looking at you like, damn, she forcing it. And that's a shame. Because that's what ego will do. Ego will do that to you. I be thinking as a healer, we're called to heal. We shouldn't be on these platforms speaking to no people if we ain't healing. And we should have to show and prove our healing. We should have to show and prove our healing because I've had to. But my thing is, if we are healing, and I know healing takes work. That's how I know I'm doing it the right way. Because when I heal, I need days off of lives. When I go through something, when I'm triggered or as a healer, and there ain't nobody who says, a reader, a healer, and divine feminine can't get triggered. That's BS. I'm still a human being. When I go through these things and Spirit says, pull your energy back, hermit mode, we keep seeing this hermit card in all these readings, I pull my energy right the fuck out. Because Spirit said, pull back. I don't care if my ego said, nah, this person said this, I gotta do this. Spirit said, pull back. So I pull back. You will be able to tell who is healing by the amount of time they put into their healing, period. You cannot be healing being on live every day, all day. Make it make sense. How can you do your shadow work? How can you clear blockages? How can you, focus on yourself, do self-love, self-healing, da-da-da-da-da, but you in front of the screen every day, all day, talking drama, talking about karmics. Where is the healing? I'm just giving you guys some clarity so you can really sort through these things for yourself and understand why, if you're having blockages, you're having them, why you can't move beyond something, why us in the chosen being collective keep having to deal with this energy when we're supposed to be receiving our blessings, and we're waiting and we're waiting and we're waiting for our blessings to come in that were promised to us. We have others in the collective doing word witchery, meaning speaking negativity into our energy every day, all day. Slowing down what Spirit is doing for us. People think these things are happening for no reason, but Spirit's not going to bless you sometimes because of who and or what is around you. So if all of this is always around us, how are we going to get our blessings? Please tell me. Because they're not just going to give them to us because we want them. They're going to make sure that we're in a proper space, element, ascension level, or whatever to receive them. But if we cannot get there because people are intentionally doing what I'm saying, this is why I've got to stop. We keep talking about new beginnings and everyone's like, where are they? Where are the new beginnings? Ask the people who are doing the energy work in the collective by giving these messages. And this is why I feel like people don't understand what energy work really is. Energy work is what I'm doing right now. I'm clearing the energy. I'm giving straight facts, not emotions. This is straight facts. That's all I can say. Things are changing, and you guys can go with the divine flow or not. But pretty soon, the karmic loving readers are going to start resembling or living in essence of these karmics that they keep picking up on, because they are accepting the energy. And what you accept is what you are. Because energy is in all of us. So if you dive into those karmic energetic waters, you must understand you're coming out those karmic energetic waters covered in it. I'm done. Because this is common sense. I know someone feel me. This is common sense. And it's crazy that I got to spell it out like this. But as the teacher, this is what we do, right? As when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So I'm sure there's a student on here that is growing through the confusion. And I applaud you. Because the more you ascend, the more you'll see it clearly. Another thing, know your life path number. There's a lot of you out here that are getting these readings from these readers that know your life path number because you've told them, or you've gotten readings, you've given them your information, last name, first name, birth date, all this other stuff. I don't need none of that. I don't ask any of my people for their birthday, their this, their that. I don't need that. I'm reading you. I'm not reading your information. I'm a reader. I don't need your name, your first name, your last name, your driver's license. I don't need none of that. I just need you to sit with me and I can read your energy. You guys need to be careful with giving your information out, okay? Because a lot of times you just don't know what people are doing with your information. And that's all I'm gonna say. Like myself, I was going to all these readers. I'm about to get out of here. I was going through all these readers, and I have a 22-4 life path, okay? And that is a master number life path. A lot of people do not have that, just like a 33 and a 44. Those are very rare numbers, okay? So having this life path, it required me to master my gifts. The master teacher, the master manifestor, this is all me. I'm a grand fire trine, a grand water trine. I had to learn all my gifts. This took time, okay? But I had to master my craft. And as I mastered my craft, I was able to come on here and allow you guys to understand that there is mastery to be attained for you. But in order for you to attain the mastery, okay, you have to do away with the toxicity, the things that were blocking it out for you. Right now, this is what you guys are being asked to do, is really tap into your life path numbers, your life purpose numbers, because we're going into a new year, the year of the 7. And the 7 is the chariot, which talks about enlightenment, ascension, and growth and movement forward. We're moving forward in our life purposes, our own individual. So those of you guys who are going through this and you needed this message to clear out the air, here it is. This is just what it is. It's not intended for one person. Whoever watches it, whoever needs to see it, this is what it is. All right? Well, if they don't listen, they don't listen. You know? People don't like to listen. People like to not listen, do something, because they think we don't know what we're talking about. And then, oh, I wish I would have. Oh, I should have. Oh, damn, my man, I regret that. I don't have time. I can't do nothing about it. I give the messages as they come. You resonate or you don't. Everything is not going to be yours, but I guarantee you something in these messages is yours. Something is somebody's. I'm talking to y'all. I'm not talking to myself. And I thank you for your constant positivity. Always. It's much, much appreciated. Thank you. Appreciate it. No, not right now. You guys go eat in a second. They're on the counter. Whoever goes up. So yeah, that's all I got. That's pretty much all I got. I don't have anything else right now. Maybe I'll come on later, like I said, and do a twin flame live, but that's really all I got. Anybody have any questions? Anybody need anything answered before I go? Let me know. I am sorry, guys. Y'all are getting my passions coming through this phone because I'm tired. I'm so tired. It's really aggravating. Because it's like, these people don't realize what they actually do when they give these messages and they don't know what they're talking about. Like, you can't do that. There's many divine masculines, there's many divine feminines, and As far as I know, a Divine Feminine is not worried about a lot of these things that these readers be talking about. Divine Feminine is focused on herself, her stability, her finances, her children, her home. Like, that's what Divine Feminine's worried about. Divine Masculines are worried about pretty much the same thing. So all these readers talking about other things, I don't understand. Like, who are you picking up on? Your Divine Masculine? That's another thing. These readers are talking about their person, their situations, and putting it out there like the world is supposed to understand, or sympathy, I guess. I don't know what it is, but it's very, very annoying. Everyone has a different, and this is the thing too. Spirit, if you are called to be the type of Divine Feminine to speak, right? And have a platform and awaken your person, that's your private information. That's private for you. Some of you guys are called to have these platforms and speak to the world, right? God knew that your person would be out there in that world and he would resonate with you. Some of y'all, without even seeing you, without even knowing you, right? Some of y'all, you know your person. You hear the sirens, right? Confirmation. Archangel Michael, thank you. 4:41 on the time. You guys, or we'll say, let's flip it around, 1:44, the chosen. Okay. So with that being said, with or without you knowing this person is always being directed to you. Whether it be Divine Feminine who's in the public eye or Divine Masculine who's in the public eye. Because readers don't say this either. There are some Divine Masculines who are in the public eye and Divine Femmes are not. So with that being said, some of you guys were called out here to start these platforms, and that was why I say Spirit said to y'all, focus on your finances, love will find you. Because as you focus on your bag, your spiritual health, your healing, and all this other stuff, the love that you want to find will find you. As within, so without, as with everything in the spiritual journey. We're not supposed to be looking for our person, but for you guys out here that I'm talking to specifically about these platforms, you keep doing what you're doing. You have to tailor make your messages. This is why the connection with you and your person has to be established in something solid. You guys have to, like, a lot of these things might gotta be coded for y'all. Y'all know who I'm talking to. Because you have to speak to the world, but the Most High knows your person is listening as well. And so you guys will have different things that you say, you'll know, but the world doesn't need to know. You see what I'm saying? The world doesn't need to know, and it's still a private connection. You guys have to work on that a little bit more, because some of you guys, I'm not talking about me. Everything that I do, I was called to do. Some of you guys are putting too much of your personal in these readings. And it's like, okay, we know you're not in union. We know you want your masculine. And that's getting codependent. You see what I'm saying? That's heavy energy. So you guys really need to understand how you're moving through this energy, how Spirit's calling you to give the messages. That's all I'm saying. It's your platform. But I'm trying to get to a better way for you guys to get to the reunion stage that you guys are trying to get to, and cancel out all of the in-between chatter and noise. And sometimes you might have to break it down to your person, Divine Feminine, because sometimes they don't know. Sometimes they're not as aware as you think. Sometimes they may think that it's something else. They may be thinking that you're talking to another person. They might be thinking that you're, trying to communicate with another, but that's not it. That's not it. And so there's a communication that has to be had on the 3D to allow this person to know. Baby. I don't know. I don't call my person baby, so I'm talking to someone. Baby. No. I'm not talking to you. You know what I mean? I'm never speaking negatively about you. I give these messages so people can understand the journey, and so that you can hear me whenever you need to, wherever you are, wherever I am. We are connected through love. That will take out a lot of the confusion for the both of you. You have to do it if you're in the public eye. You have to let that communication be known. You got to make it very clear to your person, so your person is not confused. And when your person is not confused, there is no confusion from the outside. Because Divine Feminine, you ain't confused. Please. Divine Feminines, you are not confused. Your person is not confused. Your person just doesn't know what they don't know. But the more you speak divine feminine, the more you listen to spirit, the more that you're guided to give the messages when you're called to give them. You don't know if you're called to give it for your person. You don't know if you're called to give it for your family. You don't know if you're called to give it for someone who's sick. You don't know if you're called to give it. You don't know why you're called to give a message. You know how many messages I was called to give and I don't know who they're for? I don't know. They don't tell me that. Spirit doesn't say, okay, Kayla, this message is for this person from 5 years ago. It doesn't work that way. They put something on my spirit and I put it out there. And if that was your message, you will resonate toward it and receive that healing. That's all I do. I'm not looking for people to touch. I'm touching the hearts of people all over. That's my goal. That's my mission. For you guys, you will find yours and you will be comfortable in it. That is why I am able to be as comfortable in my position as I am, is because I know what it is. And it's also why I get a little upset when people come into what I'm trying to do to throw confusion into what I'm doing, because people are watching for clarity. So right now, I was told for a lot of you guys, a lot of you readers, there were people that were throwing salt on your name. There were people that were lying on you. What's about to happen? I'm getting this channel right now. What's about to happen for y'all that have gone through this is you're about to get an increase. You're about to get an increase because all of that negative talk about you led people straight to where? You. And you are who? The truth. You see how it works? You see how the universe works? Oh, she's talking about this, da-da-da-da-da. She's crazy, right? Da-da-da-da-da. She don't know what she's talking about, da-da-da-da. Somebody might do that, da-da-da-da. I don't know. But this is what people will be talking about you. You don't know, right? You don't know, because you're not around, clearly, because they're talking about you. They would never say the things to your face. Okay, so you're not around, but they're talking about you. And they want to pull you up on their phone, and they're like, look at this biddy. We'll say that. Look at this biddy. Look at the shit she's talking about. They scrolling through your page, right? Little do they know, when that person they were showing you to, talking shit about, when they leave, when they go home, guess whose page they on? Yours. And what are they doing? They scrolling through it. Oh, damn. She does this. She does that. What are they talking about? This biddy does healing? Oh, for real? Like, you could take a curse off? This is what people will see. This is what's about to happen. I'm getting goosebumps. This is what's about to happen. People have talked about you so much that they've promoted you. You guys have been promoted by your haters. You're making your enemies your footstools. I love y'all. I'm out.